Africa Global Radio. Our story, our growth, our future.
Headlines across Africa.
You're welcome to Headlines Across Africa for today, January 17, 2024. I am Mary Ejapoma Kisi. Now to the headlines. On an African tour, Chinese and Egypt's minister call for a comprehensive ceasefire in Gaza. Breaking gender bias with phone tech repair shop in Nigeria. And 21 black rhinos relocated to Kenya's Loisaba conservancy. On a tour in parts of Africa with his first stop in Cairo, Minister Wang Yi of China and Egyptian Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry plan to publish a joint statement emphasizing an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Minister Wang says he has reached a high degree of consensus with Minister Shoukry and that they will announce a joint statement between China and Egypt on the Palestinian issue, stressing an immediate and comprehensive ceasefire, the release of hostages and detainees on both Israel and Hamas, the implementation of United Nations resolutions, and the establishment of humanitarian aid mechanisms to facilitate the Palestinian National Authority's exercise of its duties in all of the Palestinian territories. Minister Shoukry has also warned of the tension in the Red Sea and the violation of the freedom of navigation, whether intentionally or accidentally, as these are things that could also predict the expansion of the conflict. The presence of a popular first female phone technician, Falmat Usman, among other new things, has brought a breath of change in Mafa community in Borno State, northern Nigeria, a town among many that suffered attacks from Boko Haram terrorists some years back. Despite some backlash and resistance from the community, the 23-year-old believed in women's rights and gender equality. According to her, she developed interest and inspiration in fixing phones years later after graduating, and she learned the skill which is helping her today to take care of herself and those around her. She advises women to undertake business roles no matter how small they are in the beginning. Many residents of Mafa community now patronize her services, commending her good work and suggestions she teaches other girls, which will also lead to more progress in their community. Some residents still express surprise at the young lady's technical expertise. Kenya has embarked on its biggest single rhino relocation project and began tracking, darting and moving 21 of the critically endangered animals hundreds of miles in tracks to a new home. The relocation shows the relative success of Kenya in reviving its black rhino population, which sank below 300 in the mid-1980s because of poaching, raising fears that the animals might be wiped out forever in a country famous for its rich wildlife. The black rhinos in this relocation are a mix of males and females and are being moved from 3 conservation parks to the private Loisaba conservancy in central Kenya. According to the Wildlife Department, Kenya now has nearly 1,000 black rhinos, the third biggest black rhino population in the world behind South Africa and Namibia. And that's how we wrap up Headlines Across Africa for today, January 17, 2024. We'll come your way tomorrow with more news right here on Africa Global Radio. I am Mary Ejapoma Kisi.
For this and more, check us out on africaglobalradio.com. On Facebook and YouTube, Africa Global Radio. On Twitter and Instagram, AF Global Radio.